Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today is Sunday, the 22nd of June 2025. Today, I made a video concerning Iran. I changed the name, the title quite a bit, but anyway, I end up there's some mistake in the title on the picture. It's supposed to have been the humiliation of the Allah and his little boy, but it's too long, so anyway, you understand. Why did I say that? There are few things happening, and me myself, as a person who is coming from that region, knowing quite a bit about the culture, I decided to make this video. And I'm making it's like a shock to a Muslim person, because unfortunately Muslims have it's hard to believe the Muslim collectively are brainwashed in that culture, and they believe it's the most wonderful culture on earth, and they don't open their eyes to see what's going on around them. However, the situation is dire. Donald Trump, may the blessing of Allah be upon him. Actually, I was expecting something like that to happen, but I didn't expect it to be done that fast. Knowing the Islamic culture, whether it's Sunni or Shiite, the Prophet of Allah told, may the blessing of Allah of course be upon him, he told the Muslims, you are, that's in Quran, like you are above everyone else. You are chosen, and therefore you are above, and you don't negotiate from weakness. You negotiate from strength. And it seems to be that idea not just in the average person's mind, but also in the mind of somebody like the leaders, whether it's Muslim Sunni or Muslim Shiite. So it's deeply embedded in their heads that they are above everyone else, even though they are in the shift, shift, yeah, and they still have that kind of attitude. You are elevated, you are above. And therefore, when Trump time and again asks, let's negotiate, find the middle ground, let's negotiate. And as a businessman, I myself, I honestly feel very sorry for any blood that is shed, whether it is Israeli, Iranian, Gazan, Ukrainian, Russian. Humans are human. A human being is a human being. So to shed blood, it's the most barbaric thing to do. However, sometimes you have no choice. You are left without any other choice. And I think that's what Trump was in, the situation. He tried again and again, but they're above. So I felt also, I may be wrong, he's sending a signal to China, to North Korea, and to Russia. There is a certain level of patience that you can exercise, but at certain point you say enough is enough. So China, oftentimes in the past couple of years, especially when Biden was a president, sending signals that they are going to do an invasion on Taiwan, and the Taiwanese are not interested in their rules. They don't want to be under China. Leave them alone. No, it's part of China. We must control them. They want to control everybody. Similar to the Muslim, you have to obey me, and not just Sunni. The Sunni wants the Shia to obey them. The Shia wants the Sunni to obey them. Everyone wants to everyone else to obey them, and that's why there is always conflict. There is no middle ground. In Egypt, I don't know if this saying is also found in other Arab countries or only Egypt. it might sound dumb to a person who doesn't come from this culture. However, when I explain it to you, you'll understand what it means. We say after Saturday, Sunday comes. Of course, Sunday comes after Saturday. It's not Saturday and then Tuesday or Monday. Saturday, Sunday. What do Muslims, specifically in Egypt, mean by that? It's actually culturally coming from Islam. Because the Prophet of Allah, may the blessing of Allah be upon him, taught us that the Jews are the descendant of pigs and monkeys and rats. Hence, they ought to be destroyed. And in the last days, the stones and like the boulders and the trees will scream, Muslim Abdullah, come here. There is a Jewish person behind me, come and kill him. And I heard one video, I don't know if I should bother to put it online. Anyway, one of the Muslim clerks was saying, it's grace from the Allah that he made a nation of Israel. Why? Everybody was shocked. He said, because you see, in the last days, we ought to destroy them all. And therefore, when they gather in one spot, one area, small like Israel, you just drop a nuclear bomb on them and they're all gone. Otherwise, you have to chase them in each country. There are a few in Britain, Sweden, Holland, here and there. You have to look for them one by one, but when they all come in one spot, you nuke them and they are done. Then the boulder and the tree will not have even to bother calling the Muslim Abdullah to come to kill the Jewish person, man or woman. It's a joke. It's a joke. However, this is found in the teaching of the Prophet of Allah, may the blessing of Allah be upon him. And it's not a secret. The former president of Iran, who was president from 2005 until 2013, his name was Ahmadinejad. He said it openly. He said, we will wipe Israel off the map. Get rid of it completely. There will be no Israel, no nation of Israel, no Jewish people. That is his duty as a Muslim. A good Muslim, you have to do that. It's your obligation. And he was the one who started the nuclear program for Iran. So it's not a secret. They are trying to destroy a whole nation, wipe it off the face of the earth, as the Prophet commanded. Today, even though the hate between the Muslim Sunni and the Muslim Shia, it's so profound that it's almost as deep as the hate towards the Jews. Nonetheless, today, especially in Egypt, which is primarily Sunni, primarily either Muslim Brotherhood, they control the whole country now. They are in support of the Muslim Shiite in Iran, despite of the hate that it's between both of them, and that goes down to the culture. In Egypt, also we have a saying, I don't know if it's in other Islamic countries or not, that saying goes, my brother and I form like unity to fight my cousin, because we are blood, we are brothers. So that could be a brother in terms of blood, two sibling unite against the cousin and even eliminate the cousin because we are brothers. And the rest of the saying goes, my cousin and I against the stranger. So even though the Shiite are Muslim Shiite and they the Muslim Sunni, they consider each other uh, kafir, which blasphemer. You're not a Muslim. They consider each other as non-Muslim, and they want to destroy one another. However, when it comes now to Israel, okay, the Muslim Sunni and the Muslim Shiite look at each other as we are brothers. So forget about our differences. Later we can kill each other. But first we have to unite as two brothers, literally against our cousin, because the Jews and the Muslim are cousins. So let's unite first, eliminate the cousin, and then we can eliminate one another later on. So they are following that tradition that's in the culture. Okay, let's get rid of the Jews, and then later on we are going to do a bloodbath between each other. It's okay. But the Satan, the Israelis are the Satan. Let's destroy them all. And that's not a secret. That's most of Islamic clerks. They go out publicly saying that. The president of Egypt who came after Mubarak, his name was Mohammed Morsi, he said it before he became a president. We have to get rid of Israel. He had videotapes on YouTube saying that. So because of this culture, the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt and all North Africa, it's Muslim Sunni, now they are marching. We are to stand up with our Muslim brother in Iran, the Muslim Shia. Yeah, later on we kill them, but we have to kill the Jews first. And that is very dangerous. And they are starting a rumor that after Israel is done with destroying the nuclear capability of Iran, they will turn and come to destroy Egypt and North Africa. It's like they are going to invade the whole world, control the whole world militarily. Of course, Israel is a strong country and they have a very strong military. Nonetheless, they are not interested in controlling, neither that they can control the world or they have the interest to control the world by military means. Let's go back to 1977. They had a treaty, President Sadat and I forgot the name of the Israeli Prime Minister. Anyway, it doesn't matter his name now. I don't recall his name. They had a treaty that in exchange that we don't fight and we don't put heavy military equipment in the Sinai Desert, they will give us back our land as long as we don't declare war on them, as long as we don't fight them. And they were true to their word. They didn't fight us despite of the turmoil that Egypt went through a few times. They didn't invade. They didn't attack. They actually sent tourists. And tourism brings money to Egypt. They could have kept the Sinai Desert and say it's a huge piece of land, that it's a peninsula. They could have kept it and developed it as a resort area, and they keep the money themselves. But they don't want headache. This is obvious. They returned it, and they wanted peace. And they wanted to do the same with Syria, with Jordan. If you refuse, they cannot force you to do that. However, you come and you vow to destroy me. And I mean, if I know that my next door neighbor is plotting to kill me and claim my home, no, sorry, I'll prepare myself, I'll be ready, and if I see you making a move, I will shoot you down before you make your move. And this is what Israel did. Why do you think Iran is building that nuclear facility. Not for fuel, because the nuclear fuel that they are talking is for peaceful purpose. It's way more expensive than the oil and the natural gas they have readily in their land for them. Okay? And even if you want it for peaceful purpose, why are you hiding it? No, it's very obvious. You want to wipe out a whole nation from the face of the earth, as the Prophet of Allah told you, as Ahmadinejad was following the advice of the Allah, he and his Prophet, of course, may the blessing of Allah be upon him. You are following all that. Okay, so it's not a secret. People know that. Israel knows that very well. So the Egyptian now are agitating. They are marching in the street, and they are supported also by other Muslim Sunni countries and Shia. All those who believe in this nonsense are coming out calling for the destruction of Israel. I don't think Israel is concerned with that. They know how to stop all that. So, and Egypt, especially the Egyptian military, knows if they start something like that, they will be next, and rightfully so. Hey, no, I will not let you destroy my people and my country. No. So, now it comes to President Trump and the negotiation that he was suggesting. And I feel that he is, as a businessman, he was negotiating. He wants to find a middle ground. You know, as a businessman, that's the nature of a businessman. He comes to the table. He wants it to be win-win situation. That means, let's say he's negotiating a business deal. In that business deal, he has to make something before he became a president. That he wrote a book, The Art of the Deal. He knows how to make deals. And the deal is, I make something, and the person I'm dealing with also, he has to make something. It's a win-win situation. And when we both win, okay, we're friends and we can do business later on. We both gain something. But as he suggested to Iran time and again, let's negotiate. And even before that, I remember when he just took office in last January, he was suggesting to Ukrainian President Zelensky, let's make a deal so that the bloodshed between Ukraine and Russia will stop. And Zelensky was agitated, and then Trump told him, you don't have the cards. You are trying to put conditions here and there. You don't have the cards. Meaning he's not playing cards. And Zelensky, rightfully so, he said, I'm not playing cards. And neither is Trump. He's not playing cards. He's just making a point that you don't have anything to offer to the equation. So you start putting all these conditions, you're joking. You don't have a solid foundation to come with to negotiate. So just shut up and let's try to do something here. And later on he came to his senses. But not yet the deal. Okay? So I feel what Trump had done here is he's sending a clear signal to Russia, to China, to North Korea. Yes, the previous administration, they didn't know what to do. Don't fool around with us. We gave you a chance once, twice, thrice, and at certain point, patience run out. And when patience run out, I'll have to do what I have to do. So he told that to Iran, and if another country does behave in the same manner, I feel, okay, don't fool around. We have a strong military, we have very qualified airplanes that can reach far and strong, and we can get you. Because North Korea, by the way, Iran is imitating North Korea. North Korea, the same thing. They have their nuclear facility way buried underground because they figured out if it's way underground, nobody can reach it. Not knowing that the United States had anticipated that and created a bomb that regardless of how far deep down, we will get you. So stop playing games. Okay, when President Trump went to North Korea in his first term, it was not out of weakness. He was actually trying to negotiate a deal so that North Korea can get benefit. Like they have beautiful areas that can be developed as sightseeing, and people can go there and spend money, and they have resorts and they have tourism and so on and so forth, and that will stimulate their economy instead of being closed. So I guess this is sending a signal to North Korea, to China, and to Russia. Because also he suggested few things to Russia, and Putin, unfortunately, I feel he is playing his games that, oh, no, we don't do that, we don't do that. I mean, that 6 planes go and do this much damage to a nuclear country. It is tremendous. What will happen from now on, it's hard to tell, because the mentality of the Muslim person or the Muslim clerk, or whether he is Sunni or Shia, it doesn't matter. It's really, they are living in the 7th century. And they believe, well, 1400 years ago we managed to control Israel, we invaded Palestine, we took over, we invaded Egypt, we invaded Syria, we invaded even Iran, we invaded North Africa, and we managed. We even went to Spain. Because Allah is supporting us. Allah is with us. And my question to you, where was this Allah yesterday when these 6 planes went to Iran and uprooted your foundation? Where was Allah? Was he injured in the previous attack that the Israeli have done? He got shrapnel in his behind. Where was Allah, who told you he will support you? Why didn't he tell you that the American planes on the way do something before they arrive? Why he didn't rob the planes, shoot them down himself, make some malfunction and stop the plane from arriving and they fall? Where was Allah? You are living in an illusion. I'm sorry. Where is your Allah? He's nowhere to be seen. Was he injured? Was he killed? Okay, I'm sorry. It's not pleasant, I know. Thank you very much. We hope to hear from you. Bye.